Hello, Master Tax here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have a look at a battle from Clan Wars Confrontation, and the tank that I was using was the Tier 10 Russian Reward Heavy tank. It is the Object 279E. If you enjoy what you see, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So before we get into the action, I'll show you my crew and equipment that I'm currently using on this tank. We'll also have a quick look at the tactics. My crew on this tank are really good, all onto the 8th skill, except the loaders onto the 7th skill because that's the max you can have. It is my crew for my Object 705A. The equipment I use in the Special Survivability slot is venting system. In the Special Mobility slot, I've got innovated loading system, and I'm also using improved configuration and food. On field modifications, I have got this maxed out, so I'll get plus 3% to vehicle hit points, plus 2% to engine power as a permanent bonus, haven't fiddled with any other modifications. So now, let's have a quick look at the tactics we're using. So the map we're playing on is Berlin, and we are spawning on the east side of the map. So we're going to try and get 3 medium tanks, take the middle bunker. Then we're going to have 3 E3s that are going to defend the base. So we're going to position one here, and one here. And then we're going to add a Super Conqueror to support them in defending the base. So we're going to position the Super Conqueror about here. Then we're going to use one artillery, and we're going to position the artillery in this corner here. Then everybody else in heavies, in Cran Vans, Object 277, 279A, and I think a Chieftain is all going there for a starting position. So here we get going, moving to our positions. What we did find is when crossing this bridge it does get a little bit tight, so we're going to let the E3s go to the left side of the bridge, the mediums of getting straight through, and then everybody just keeps to the right. So as I make my way to my starting position, I'll tell you a little bit about how I've got this tank set up. And since it's Clan Wars, I am only firing gold. So what I get with gold shells in this tank is I've got a penetration of 340 millimeters, and I still get the same standard alpha damage, which is 440. And with the crew and equipment that I've got on this, I'm also using a directive, which is vents. So I do have a reload time of 7.79 seconds, which gives us a DPM of 3,389. I have an aim time of 1.97 seconds, which is excellent, and a dispersion of 0.31. Other key facts about the tank, the way I've got it set up, it's mainly from the modified configuration that I've got. If I get tracked, it only takes 3.84 seconds to automatically fix, and the chance of setting us on fire I've managed to get down to 3%, so very little chance I'll get set on fire. So now I'm just about in position. There is an IS-7 pushing the middle, which is a little bit awkward for our mediums, but we are in position now. And it looks like the enemy could be sitting in the corner where the Object 277 was spotted, just in front of us. There is 2 Super Conquerors in the city, but we're not too concerned about them at the moment because we are just defending the north of the map. So what we're doing at the moment is just stopping in position. It's best if the enemy doesn't know which side your main attack's going to come from. So we're just trying to spot to see where the majority of their tanks is, where their push will come from, and at the same time, since we've got an artillery, we'll try and work them down a little bit. So we do have 2 Cran Vans sitting on that ridge spotting at the bottom, which is working well. At the moment I've just crested up this ridge line because the armour on the 279E is a lot better when you're above the enemy tank. So I'm just trying to get a vantage point just in case they push, and I should be able to fire down on them even though I've only got 5 degrees of gun depression. The main weak parts on this tank is the cupola, and if you can get slightly above them and shoot down onto the top plate, you will get a penetrating shot, especially if you're firing gold, which everybody will be since this is Clan Wars. So we've just seen one of our artillery shells go over, hit the enemy tanks in the corner. So far, I'm not sure how many of us is spotted in this location. Obviously the two Cran vans are, who are cresting the ridge and spotting the enemy at the back. But I'm not sure about the rest of us. There's an object 277 pushing forward in front of us. Maybe he's spotted. He's trying to get shot into the IS-7 in the middle, which will help the mediums out. So the enemy do look like they're pushing round from the north, and now we're going to push in. Now the 279E isn't the best on mobility, it just has a maximum top speed of 40 kilometers an hour. So I want to get at the front because the armor is the best. Use me armor. The enemy are most likely to focus fire on the front tank, and if it's me, I will bounce a lot of the shots, take the shots for me teammates. So I'm pushing straight in. All the other 277s will have caught up by now. So I'm pushing straight in, and they all are in this corner. We've got some above us and some with us supporting us. And now we're trying to get shots from two different angles. There's another artillery shot into them. There's a 277, managed to get a penetrating shot into him, but he did penetrate me. Now the enemy look like they're pushing around the back of this building. I'm just pulling back. Nice shot into the STB-1. I'm going to have to watch to see if they flank round. Does look like they're trying to push the main force round the back of us. So I've managed to get a shot into the STB-1. I've just rammed him to try and track him and keep him in position, stop getting behind us. Managed to get a shot into him and he's been taken out. So we're pulling back now, pointing my armor to the enemy, and now I want to get the lowest health. 277, managed to take him out. Less tanks in the game, that's less guns firing at you. So I'm just pulling back, trying to keep my armor forward, trying to focus fire. Got a shot into the 277. It looks like they're all trying to push to single out our Cran van. So the 277's pushing round. I'm getting a shot into him while my armor's facing him. And now I'm trying to turn round. Got a Cran van there. 277's pushing him. So I managed to get a shot into him. Our Cran van has signalled that he's reloading. So I need to push forward and try to support him as much. Try and keep them tanks from pushing forward. So I've stopped that 277 from pushing by getting a shot into him, and now he's reloaded and the Cran van's taking out the 277 in the corner. So I'm getting a shot into the 277 again, and now I'm getting support. He's our chieftain coming round the back as well. Tried to get the 260, he's a one-shotter now. Our mediums are pushing in for the clear up, so there's only the object 260 here, and he's a one-shotter, lower plate, and he's been taken out. So there's only two tanks in the north now, an object 279E and an E3, but we have got our defences still there. It looks like the Super Conqueror's moved up, and the E3's been taken out, and the 279E too. I'm not showing the stats because the stats don't matter, it's a team game, it's just if you win or lose. So if you've enjoyed what you've seen, please don't forget to like and comment, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. There's a little icon in the bottom left hand corner. Cheers.